So you didn't even have to go that far, but I love that you did that. That's wonderful. Okay, so we did our Venn diagram. Why did we do a Venn diagram? Who can remind us? What was the purpose of this? Corey. Yeah, this is like our note-taking sheet, our pre-writing to answer that prompt. Remember that prompt I gave you? Well, if you flip to the back of your paper, I took what was on the Venn diagram and I turned it into an excellent 5th grade answer that answered that prompt. And if you read it inside your head, you'll see the details that were on the Venn diagram written in sentence form. I know, that was probably. So I'm going to read it out loud now. If you see or hear anything that you feel like I did really well that would make your answer successful, think about that, because that's what we'll talk about next. I wrote, Nina and Marta are alike and different. They are alike because they are both girls on a trip with their family who get stressed and worried when their raft gets stuck. They are also different because Marta is bossy when she tries to make sure Nina does everything perfectly. For example, she says, Nina, hold your feet this way. It should be paddle. Nina, plant your feet firmly. The narrator, Nina, explains that Marta is always trying to make sure she does everything perfectly. Nina is not bossy in the story. She is brave and thoughtful. In the story, she is brave and thoughtful when she remembers what they learned and comes up with a way to get the raft unstuck from the rocks. These are the ways that the characters Nina and Marta are alike and different. So what did I do there that makes my answer so great and successful and wonderful and would get a score of 3? Sanaya?
You didn't tell like every single detail. You just told them their details and what they planned and color and what they would have to do.
So it was very focused on what the prompt said. Excellent. What else made this a successful answer? Max?
Can you describe something about that? You gave the text evidence.
Oh, text evidence. That's huge.
Ace.
I aced it, right? I answered it, I cited evidence, and I explained. If you do that, you will get a score of 3 and you will have answered the prompt completely. Good. Angelina. Perfect. So did I have well-organized thoughts in writing? Yeah, I did. So when I was thinking, when I made this PowerPoint for you, I knew you'd say I used details from the story. And I knew you'd say that I compared and contrasted both. And then I was going to ask, is there anything else? So yes, being organized with our writing is so important. You want the person who's reading your paper to understand what you were thinking. Okay, so when you go to do this today, you need to lay out your answer so that it's organized and well thought out. Is this a lot to write?
No.
Yes, no? So here's the thing. I think it's a lot, but I think it's doable. And I think that's why I only give you one prompt to answer so you can do it well. Okay, you're in 5th grade now. You don't get a list of 10 questions where you just have to answer with one sentence. You're in 5th grade, so you have one question, Garrick, that you need to answer very clearly and well. And you have a tool, you have a Venn diagram or anything else you'd like to organize your thoughts. Okay, so today, when we go to our rotations, at our guided reading groups, we're going to do this a little bit together. We're going to look at your novels, and we're going to compare and contrast some of the characters. Okay? When you go to work on writing, you're going to have a chance to do this kind of on your own and show me that you understand how to compare and contrast the characters, just like we did, together. And then when you go to read to self, you're going to keep reading in your novel, and of course you're going to be keeping track of your thinking with your statements. Does anyone have questions about that? Cory?
Do you have to
No, you do not.